Okay guys, so in the TubeKit Alpha you're going to see that we have got 3 new tools that make up the TubeKit Alpha upgrade. On the old optimization Alpha tool, which has now been rebranded to TubeKit Pro. Okay, so if you get TubeKit Pro, or if you have the old optimization Alpha, you do have TubeKit Pro. If you want to upgrade, you can get TubeKit Alpha, which has got 3 main tools. It's got the channel editor, it's got the vid analyst, and it's got the vid globalizer tool. In this video I want to talk about the channel editor because it's a very simple but very powerful tool that we have built. And what we've done is we've taken the optimization ranking factors and we have multiplied them and we have made them better, and we have fit them basically into the rank attack SEO system the way that I have been doing it successfully for quite some time. Okay, so when we come in here, what you can see is all the videos you've got on your particular channel. Okay, it's going to pull in the first 25, and you can click up here to load videos if you want to load more in here. Otherwise it's 25 at a time. Okay, and what you can do here is you can go and change your thumbnail if you want in any of your videos. Okay, or you can create a thumbnail from the thumbnail creator. The thumbnail creator basically will take your title and you can come over here and change the font, make it bold, make it number 72, click on that, and there you can see that you can create a thumbnail, and you can click on save it and you can upload it. Okay, I don't want to do that for this one for now. Or you can basically upload a new thumbnail if you want to as well. Okay, so the next thing you can see is we've got the title up here, and we've got the tags, and also we have got the description. Okay, so this top line is title, second line is your tags, the third line is your description. You can basically make this show or hide it if you want to. Okay, let's show it for here. So if you want to go in and you want to update links, for example, or you want to update any part of your description, you can do that in here. Okay, what you can also do is you can send it over to vid analyst, which I will show you in a second. Okay, the thing that really stands out in here is that when you hover over your title score here, you can see that it will tell you if anything's missing. Okay, so you can see we've got additional LSI keywords in the title. The video title is under 70 to 100 characters, including spaces. What we don't have, if I just hover over here again, is we don't have the first tag in the title. So the first tag being that German word that I've got in there, I think it's probably just translated itself when I've been playing with the vid globalizer. What you don't have is the first title and the first tag in the title, which is really kind of the most important tag that we use. So it should be in the title, it should be in the description. Okay, if I hover over, you can see that the analyzer score for the headline, which we're using an external tool, we're just tapping into an external tool that basically calculates how effective your headline is for click-through rate. Okay, and we can see there that's missing as well. So you can see at a glance what is missing. We don't have all the tags in the description and that kind of thing. So there's a whole bunch of different things that we can see just at a glance. Now I will make it that if you click this, it's going to keep that open because it keeps moving around. Okay, but you can see immediately what you need to do to be able to optimize your video a little bit more, and most of that you can actually do within this particular user interface for the channel editor. So it's pretty powerful and yet very simple tool for being able to optimize very quickly. Now if I go over to the vid analyst in a second, you will see that this button here to send to vid analyst, it's going to send it over there to a separate tool which is much more in depth for the video optimization. In fact, it covers so many different things, it's far more powerful. Okay, and what you can also do in here as well is you can click on edit, and we can analyze the score again when we do that. So if you've updated your title, updated your tags, and put a thumbnail, etc., then you can analyze it again, and it's going to give you an updated score in here. So let's pop over to vid analyst, and you can see here that I've got one campaign, and you can see that from this screen we've got 4 tabs at the top here. We've got for overview, which is showing you the overview overall score, the engagement rate for social links or social shares, and we've got the SEO score built in here as well. You can also see how many subscribers and views you've got. You can see how many likes, dislikes, comments, etc. as well. Okay. Now we can go much deeper with this. So if I click on this section here, you can see the social scoring for this as well. What we've done is the Facebook engagements, okay, likes, comments, shares, YouTube, Reddit as well we put in here, and Stumble Upon as well. Okay, so you can see immediately that you really need to get more social engagement for your video, or I do, because this is my video. This tab here for the analytics is actually very interesting, because what you can see here is basically the amount of views that you've had on each particular day. You can also see the time watched. You can also see the shares that have been generated and when, and you can see how many subscriptions that you have driven from a particular video. Okay, so if I come back over here to views and I hover over here, you can see how many views up here at the top. If you just keep an eye on here when you're clicking or when you're hovering over here, you can see how many daily views for each day. Okay, and you can also see over time watched over sort of 4 days, etc. You can see the amount of shares over a particular time. You can see the daily watch time, the cumulative watch time, etc. as well. Okay, I will do a separate video on each of this. This is just an overview video, because some parts of this I need to clarify, and some things when I'm looking at this I want to add as well, so that we can get much easier sort of table style analytics, as well as the nice graphics that we have got in here. But it's good to give you an overall view of what's actually happening with your videos, and if we add the sort of table view as well, then you can see everything much easier, and you can sort and filter according to days and stuff that it will be shown in here, so it's easier for you to be able to see at a glance what is actually happening. Okay, next we've got this tags, and you can see in here whether you're ranking for any of these tags. So obviously for the keyword software, I'm not ranking for that particular keyword. So it tells me two things: that I need to improve the tags that I'm using in here and make them more relevant for the video. And when I have made it relevant for the video, you can see build an authority site. We're on page 2, and here as well we've got number of, not page 2, we're ranking number 2 in YouTube for build an authority site keyword, and for build an authority niche site we're ranking number 14. Now again, I've got extra things that I want to add in here, because if you've been following the Rank Attack SEO system, you will know that I recommend that you use just one video in your description, one link in your description. So that link usually will go to a blog post. Okay, I also want to add in here that we can see if we are ranking for any of those tags for our website, or for that link within that description in the YouTube video. So for example, if I go over into Google, just open a new tab over here and bring it over, just type in how to build authority site. I've got this in a separate window over here, guys. I'll bring it over in a second. Okay, so how to build an authority site. What I'm looking for is to see, am I ranking on page 1 for that particular keyword? No, not yet. And if I come over here, see if we're ranking on page 2. No, not yet. And you know, last night I was sitting on page 2, so something has happened between yesterday and today. Let's see if we're on page 3. Yeah, we're on page 3. So you can see I've got some more optimization that I need to do for my blog post to make it go and rank, which is pretty easy to do if we're using tools like VidAttack Alpha to improve on the user signals. And also we can do a little bit extra optimization with this YouTube video, which will help to push up that blog post from the top of page 3 into page 2 and into page 1 if we do the right kind of things. Now this will come with the course. It covers all that kind of thing, in case you're wondering. So you'll be able to see me take some existing videos, like this one is a great example, where we're sitting at the top of page 3 for rankings for the website that we link to from the description, and I will show you how we put that into page 1 without too much trouble, just by using tools that we've already got from the Alpha SEO tools, for second tier backlinks, for video sharing site backlinks, for social bookmarks, for increasing user signals, getting the CTR clicks from the search engines, high retention video views, all that kind of stuff combined, which really only takes about 10-15 minutes to do for a video like this, and it will push that blog post into page one without too much trouble. Okay, it's all about having the technology and knowing how to use it, when to use it, and what strategies, understand the strategy behind it and why the strategies work and why they are created so that they do all fit into major ranking factors. And that's the great thing about the Alpha SEO tools. We've got complete flexibility with them. Okay, my coder is my business partner, so there isn't any restrictions on the Alpha SEO desktop tools financially to go and get some updates done. And this kind of level of coder usually will cost you about $100 an hour at least, to be able to go and hire someone that has this kind of skill level. We don't have that cost as such because he's a business partner now, and so that we can go and get these upgrades done, you know, at any time that we choose, so that we can take things to another level. So if I see something missing, or I see another sort of major ranking factor coming through, we can go and deal with those very, very quickly and very, very easily as well. Okay, the last tab in here, probably the most exciting for most of you, is the SEO tab. Okay, and what we can see in here is we've got some basic scoring on the right hand side. Now you can see for this video that is not very, very well optimized at all. Okay, description keywords are not that many. It's got 140 backlinks, and if you hover over there, you can start to see the backlinks that it's got. Okay, many of those are coming from IFTTT, I would imagine. How many links in description? The probability for getting getting into the up next playlist. So if I'm in YouTube, for example, and we have that up next sort of playlist on the right hand side, it's going to tell you the probability of being able to show up on that right hand side. Okay, whether you've got some YouTube cards or whether you're using end screens with the call to action, it's going to tell you here. Now what we've done here is we've built in 42 different optimization factors. Some of these we can tell from the software, but because it's a desktop software, some of these you have to do yourself. Okay, so for example, we can tell if you got your first main keywords from tags in the title. Okay, that needs to be rewritten. That's why I stumbled on what I was saying. This should be the first main keyword from your tags is in the title. Okay, this one, all tags included in the description. So if you're using 10 different tags, really they should be in the description as well, so that you're building that relevancy for the content of your video. And just a whole bunch of other things in here. Some of these things though, you need to fill in yourself. So you need to tell the software yourself whether these have been done or not. Okay, and this will give you a proper optimization score, and oftentimes it's just a matter of a checkbox. Okay, and you can checkbox whether it's been done or not done, and that way you can let the software know, so that it can rescore your content for your optimization score. But some things you need to tell the software yourself, because it's a desktop tool, it's not a web app. Some things we cannot tell from a desktop tool. Okay, so what we've actually tried to do here is create something that is kind of similar to vidIQ and a little bit similar to TubeBuddy as well, but doing it from the desktop software sort of approach. Okay, that gives us a little bit extra flexibility because of the other optimization that we can do via syndication and things like that, that we can do from inside the desktop tool, that those tools could never ever be able to do. Okay, and plus we have added in some extra features as well that they would never be able to do, because we have that flexibility with the .NET coding on a desktop software. So there are some restrictions compared to those tools. There are also some major advantages compared to those tools as well, as you will see as I go through some of the other tools in this software suite. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of different things that we can use in here that we can improve on our optimization score, and that we can see at a glance exactly what is happening. We've got the analytics, which you can see on a daily basis, and we've got some extra bits that we need to add in, as I mentioned before, and plus we have this scoring, etc., for our tag optimization to see if we're actually ranking for any of these keywords that we use, so that we can use better quality tags and get them into descriptions and put your main tag in the headline, etc. as well. Okay, so that's it for now. I will do a more in-depth video on each of these tools, and the third tool being the channel editor, the vid globalizer tool, which basically translates your videos and puts them into separate YouTube channels that you assign specifically for each language. And once you have set this up one time, it will always upload into the same channel for any future videos that you translate. So if I upload another video this afternoon and I want to have it translated into all these languages, then I choose the languages that I want just by clicking on the project in here, and as long as I've got an assigned channel already set up within this software suite, then I don't need to do anything extra that I did have to do the first time. So once you set it up the first time, it's automatically going to send it into the correct channel, so that it's really quick and easy after you have set it up the first time. Very, very, very powerful set of tools that we've got here. Let's see what else we can just look at very quickly. We have the YouTube RSS Extreme. That will basically take your YouTube RSS feeds. You can mash them with authority feeds from other people's YouTube channels, from other people's WordPress sites, and you can mash up these URLs, and it will mash it up into one URL and send it over to FeedBurner, and then it's doing some pinging, some indexing and stuff like that as well. That's a little bit aggressive SEO, but it does have a good effect as part of an overall strategy. Okay, if you're using OnlyWire, you can send any videos over to OnlyWire just by putting in your username and password. Most people these days using OnlyWire will have an RSS feed set up. We're also going to add in here for TubeBuddy and a couple of other tools that do similar things that are becoming more and more popular right now. So we've got not TubeBuddy, we've got SynBuddy, and there's another one came from Joshua as well, where they've got real social shares happening, so you can tap into those as well. We're just waiting for the API key from Joshua to add that in here. We've got the social media poster, which means you can go and post videos into your Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Blogger, Reddit, Tumblr account from here. All you need to do is make sure that you've got your accounts in here, and when you set your accounts, what you can do is you can choose one as an authority account. And what that means is, say for example, I have got 10 Twitter accounts. Okay, if I right click on this one and I make it the authority account, then what will happen is, I won't do it right now because I've only got one Twitter account in here. In fact, I don't have any, but when I do have Twitter accounts, say for example I had 10, what it will do is you can choose one of them as the authority account, so that when you go and post into that Twitter account, the other accounts will come along and retweet it. Okay, so we got that built in as well, which again is a little bit grey black hat, but you know, it's a great way to kickstart your social campaigns, to get some social reshares happening in the background as well. And you can do that as well with the other accounts like Reddit and Tumblr, etc. as well, if you want to do that. If you don't want to do it, just use it plainly for uploading into your social accounts every time you upload a video. Just make sure you've got your settings in here completed, you've got your accounts completed with the username, with the password, etc., etc. And you just need to come along, put the URL in every single time, and all you need to do then is you can choose from your channel name in here. So if I put in here my channel name, oops, got a typo in there already, and I click on load the videos, then I can choose which video I want to syndicate to all those different places. Okay, so you can see I can choose all of these if I want to, and put them all at one time into, I don't know how many there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different websites or platforms, but we can put multiple accounts for each platform in here as well. Okay, very, very powerful stuff. It's actually kind of deceiving how powerful this actually is, especially when we can do those social reshares in here as well, because we can put in, you know, 100, 200, 500 accounts if we wanted to. If you wanted to go really black hat with it, you can. And plus we have indexes, etc. as well. So if you're using any third-party indexer services, you can plug them in here and you can do the indexing from here as well. Now, it's not completely there's still more to get done, but just to reiterate what we are actually doing here is we have taken the old optimization alpha, we are rebranding it to TubeKit Pro, and then we have an upgrade on top of that called TubeKit Alpha. TubeKit Alpha has the vid analyst, TubeKit Alpha has the channel editor, VidKit Alpha has the vid globalizer, where it will upload your videos into specific language channels from the same Gmail account. Okay. Now, there's still some work to be added into this particular software, but I wanted to do an overview video so that people can understand what's coming and, you know, get a broad idea of what we're actually trying to do here. This is a very, very powerful tool, and as we keep adding more to it, as we keep tweaking it, as we keep testing and optimizing the tool itself, then the more powerful it's going to get. Thank you.